The sun was sinking behind the hills, casting a warm golden glow over the quiet little village. On an old wooden bench sat Rahim Ahmed, his hands rough, his shirt stained with dirt, and his heart weighed down by years of disappointment. For 3 long years, Rahim had worked this land with everything he had. 3 years of sowing seeds, praying for rain, hoping for miracles. But every season ended the same way: empty fields and broken dreams. The first year, drought; the second year, floods; the third, a swarm of pests wiped out everything he planted. People in the village whispered when they saw him, "Why doesn't he just give up? He's cursed. He's wasting his time." But Rahim didn't let their words break him. He held on to something his father once told him: "Patience isn't just waiting for good days, son. It's believing they'll come." So that evening, while others laughed at the tea stalls, Rahim walked into his empty field with a small bag of seeds. His neighbors watched and shook their heads. 3 years of failure, and he's still planting. Poor man. He'll never learn. Rahim heard every word. But he bent down, pressed the seeds into the earth, and whispered a prayer. One seed, then another and another. He didn't know if this would be the year, but he refused to give up. Days turned into weeks. The sun burned during the day, the nights grew cold, and the ground remained cracked and dry. Still, Rahim carried water from the well to the field every single morning. His shoulders ached. His back screamed. But he kept going. While others slept, he worked. While others complained, he watered. While others doubted, he believed. And then, one morning, something caught his eye. Right there, between the cracks of the earth, a tiny green sprout. It was small, fragile, but it was alive. Rahim dropped to his knees and smiled through his tears. That little sprout wasn't just a plant, it was hope. Weeks passed, and the barren land slowly came alive. Sprouts grew taller. Rows of green began to cover the brown earth. But then came another test, a violent storm. Rain slammed against the windows. Wind roared through the fields. Rahim could only watch as the storm raged on, tearing through everything he had worked for. When the rain finally stopped, he ran outside barefoot. His heart dropped. Half of his crop was destroyed. For a moment, it felt like history was repeating itself. He fell to his knees. Not again. He whispered. Please. Not again. But then, through the mud and broken stems, he saw something different this time. Half the crop was still standing. That small difference gave him strength. He picked up his tools and started again, replanting, rebuilding, refusing to let the storm define the outcome. The sun returned. Day after day, Rahim worked in silence, and slowly, the field grew stronger, greener, more alive than ever before. His neighbors began to notice. He didn't give up even after the storm. How does he keep going? They watched as Rahim's field became the brightest patch of green in the whole village. And then came harvest day. For the first time in 3 years, Rahim's land was golden with wheat, waving gently in the breeze like a sea of victory. He stood in the middle of the field at sunrise, closed his eyes, and let the warm light touch his face. 3 years of pain, 3 years of faith, all leading to this moment, when he walked into the village market with his first sack of wheat. Everyone stared. The same people who once mocked him now whispered in awe. He actually did it. 3 years of failure. And he made it. Some even asked him how. Rahim smiled softly and said, "Patience isn't about waiting. It's about trusting the seed even when you can't see it growing." His one harvest didn't just change his life, it inspired the whole village. Rahim's farm grew bigger than ever. But he never forgot those lonely mornings when it was just him, the soil, and faith. Moral of the story: people will doubt you, life will test you, but if you stay patient and keep planting your dreams, one day, the harvest will come. If this story inspired you, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more powerful stories of hope, courage, and resilience.